In World War II, air power was supposed to decide the war quickly. Instead, it exposed how hard victory in the skies truly was. When the war began, Allied leaders believed that strategic bombing, massive formations of heavy bombers striking deep into enemy territory, could cripple Germany's ability to fight and break civilian morale. The theory was simple. The reality was brutal. Early in the war, Allied air strategy lacked a winning formula. Bombers flew long distances, slow and vulnerable, often without adequate fighter escort. Losses were staggering. German fighter pilots, veterans of the Spanish Civil War and the Battle of France, used superior tactics, radar control, and home field advantage to devastating effect. The Luftwaffe ruled much of the sky. For the British Royal Air Force, night bombing became a necessity rather than a choice. Daylight raids were too costly, but bombing accuracy suffered badly, and German industry continued to function. The United States Army Air Forces believed they could do better. American planners insisted that daylight precision bombing, defended by tight bomber formations and heavy machine guns, would protect itself. They were wrong. In 1943, deep penetration raids against targets like Schweinfurt and Regensburg exposed the flaw. Hundreds of bombers were shot down. Entire crews vanished into German skies. The Allies were bleeding airmen faster than they could replace them. For a time, air supremacy seemed unattainable. The turning point did not come from bombers, but from fighters. Early Allied fighters simply lacked the range to escort bombers all the way to their targets and back. This left bombers exposed during the most dangerous phase of each mission. Germany exploited this weakness mercilessly. Only when long-range escort fighters entered service did the balance begin to shift. Aircraft like the P-47 Thunderbolt, P-38 Lightning, and most decisively the P-51 Mustang allowed Allied fighters to follow bombers deep into enemy territory and stay there. But just as important was a change in doctrine. Fighter pilots were no longer ordered to fly close guard over bombers at all times. Instead, they were released to hunt the Luftwaffe, to destroy German aircraft in the air and on the ground. The skies became a battlefield of attrition. German losses mounted faster than they could be replaced. Veteran pilots were killed or grounded. Training programs were rushed. Fuel shortages crippled flight hours. By early 1944, the Luftwaffe was dying, not dramatically, but steadily. When Allied aircraft began destroying German fighters on their own airfields, the outcome was sealed.